Hi, everybody. It's Kat Carasello. I wanted to talk to you about the Wheel of the Year and Journey Work and why those two come together and what we're doing with this solstice journey. First of all, I want to say that for me, journey work has been the most compelling way for me to meet myself as I've really stepped into heightened awareness for so many years of my life. The measuring up years, the fitting in years, the confusion years, the roles and relationships years, um, moving into my wisdom years allowed me to discover the way that I wanted to engage life, the way that I wanted to experience life, the way that I wanted to enrich life. And for me, I discovered that through journey work. I discovered that through taking art and images and metaphor and meaning into the imaginal realm, into the sacred, active imagining space that we dream in, and used image as symbol to start to redefine what was important to me, who I was, where I was finding pieces of my own story, picking up pieces, putting myself back together. And what I have found over now many, many, many years of utilizing what I call an indigenous way of knowing, really a dreaming way, articulated through art making. That is journey work. That is the mythic imagination and also the evolution of our personal myth. So this becomes a very compelling space for us to engage again and again and again. Why? Because we're not done. We think, oh, we have a big transition time. We reinvent ourselves and then we're done. But that doesn't work for me. I don't know about you. Some people may be satisfied. I rearrange the living room once every 25 years and then I'm done. But that's not me. That's not how I operate. I want and seek and need genuinely movement in my life and the vibrancy of questioning that naturally comes. Um, what's next? What am I feeling? Where am I stretching my edges? How am I expressing myself? What do I need right now? How am I relating to another? I think our life gives us so many opportunities to ask powerful questions, to expand our awareness and really live in a more dynamic way. So journey work for me has been a container and really has become a lifestyle rather than a modality. And this is something that I bring to my work with others all the time. So why now? Why now would I offer the 12 days of summer? And really, it's my relationship with the seasons. Now, I've talked about different seasons of my life just in the last few minutes. And we are reflected in phases of the moon, seasons of the year. We're reflected in our differentiated state by things that exist around us. And I remember many, many years of my life when I was really very unconscious to the outer world and was much more connected to the chaos inside my life. I was much more connected to the victim martyr archetypal patterns that I was entirely unconscious to for many, many years. But I was so busy being sort of tumbled in that tumultuous life that I couldn't see my way to the outer places of connecting, of reconnecting, and those places that fed my soul. And I think it's a maturity issue. You know, we're ready at a certain time to become wisdom keepers in our own life, to actually harvest and harness and find that which feeds our soul. And we say youth is wasted on the youth, and that is a bit of an overstatement, because there are needs that we have at different times in our life to be navigating our life journey in an entirely different way. But the beauty of recognizing a certain time of the year, the longest day, moving towards the longest day, the fullness of light as a reflection of the light in our life, that becomes a certain juncture in the year that offers us a doorway of experience. And so I love using solstice time and all of the equinox, solstice, and different junctures along that wheel of the year, different seasons between, and fire feast days and the Celtic directions and the Celtic seasons, to honor and work with in a really exciting way. So 12 days of summer is an invitation to create every day for 20 minutes a day, to activate our experience through a journey, which means that we're creating with a guided meditation, so listening for 5 to 7 minutes, and then taking that restful listening, dreaming state where we've experienced something. We've been drawn into our inner landscape to have an experience, then taking that experience to materials of your choice, to find images or energies or colors that are going to be expressive and lead us further on a journey. And then day to day to day, we're linking experience with experience, image to image, and we're finding that a new way of being is activating within the art. We talk about being able to express ourselves, and we use the language of articulation. Articulation means to either be able to speak to the point, speak with exactitude, or speak with authority, to be able to articulate something beautifully, right? To speak it beautifully. But to speak it beautifully means we need to know it. And without the experience of knowing it and being in relationship with something new, how can we articulate it? But when we're using art, we're literally articulating something brand new, a brand new experience. And that's really the way that journey work is a visioning process. It's a new knowing that rises to meet us. And it's very simple, a simple wash of color, a simple flow of words on a page, a simple choosing of certain images that blend together to create something new, a simple identifying with a single image can sometimes bring new knowledge to the surface. And there's nothing more important to move our life energy, to move us towards the long day, the long illumination, the solstice, the expression of full light in our life. And so I can't wait to begin the journey. We begin on June 9th, and we move each day through the process. And for me, this is just another opportunity to engage the journey. And I hope for you, it might be the first time you're engaging this kind of journey work, or many times that you've done this kind of journey work. But it's always brand new because you've never been you right here, right now. And this is a new time in your life to be engaging, articulating, art making, and discovering. So please join me in this particular solstice journey and try this as a lifestyle, as a way of being more self expressed.